Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NGW One Night Mayhem. I am Johnny B. Johnson, the voice of the next generation. As ladies and gentlemen, what a contest we have in store for tonight, as it's another Defy the God challenge. But this time we know who the opponent is, and that is the real deal, William Kennedy, making his NGW debut against the God of Asgard, Wade War, in a Warzone Rules Match. Now, these two have faced off before in the National Wrestling Federation, but this is NGW. These two will be a first-time encounter for NGW. Now, it's been a little quiet since their first encounter, but backstage on Ignition Episode 4, the God will meet face-to-face with the real deal once more. Here's what happened on Ignition Episode 4 after our opening contest.
Kennedy.
Wade. Huh. So you can actually talk. God of War. You know what? That's something new. After I beat your ass a couple of months back, I wouldn't even know you would have been able to talk again. I would have just thought you would have quit. Thought your heart would have been broken. I thought your little sorry ass would have just stopped wrestling altogether. But yeah, it's good to see you, God of War.
If you wish to preach to the masses that a roll-up defies your past against me as a decisive conclusion, be my guest. But don't mistake me, young boy, or I do not make the same blunder twice.
You're really funny, Wade. You know what? I'll be the humblest of the humbled, like how I always am, and admit you did have my number that night. But at the end of the day, who has the victory and who doesn't? Because the real deal is still 1-0 up on your ass. And last time that I checked, I pinned you. The shoulders down to your neck.
I would advise you to choose your next words carefully, son.
Choose my next word. You know what? Fine. I will. Next NGW, One Night Mayhem, let's run this shit back. You and me. I beat your ass once again, and I'll damn sure do it definitively this time, because I will defy the God.
Daddy, it is unfortunate to know that you are still the same as you once were, and you have yet to realize the world as you know it has changed. But don't fret, William. For I will pry your eyes open past your clouded judgment and let you gaze onto the reality that you will be subjected to when we do battle once more.
I'll see you around, kid.
Tensions were surely running hot backstage on Ignition Episode number 4, so this should be one heck of a barn burner. But before we get to the action, we stopped a few of the NGW talents to get their thoughts on who would win between Wade War and William Kennedy. So here's what a few of them had to say about this contest.
Damn. William Kennedy versus Wade War. Man, that's a tough one. You see, on one end, I've been in the ring with both of them. Will is just a beast at his height. But then they got in the ring with Wade War, and he hits like a train. So my prediction, you might win this. I gotta go with my boy Will. Go get that dub, bro. Go get that dub.
I'm sorry, you wanted a prediction on Will and Wade? First off, here's my question. Who the fuck wanted this match? Why is this even happening? We're just gonna see Wade murder somebody again. Like, we're not, no, don't ask me this again. I do not care who comes out of this match. All I know is someone is dying. So, respectfully, get out of my face.
Who do I think will win between William Kennedy and Wade War? I mean, we're talking about dollar store Kratos versus failed basketball career. Now, I am going to go with William Kennedy. You want to know why? It's because Wade War is fake. He's fake. He's on stilts. I played the God of War games, all right, bitch? William Zeus. All right, Kratos ain't nothing. Cannot hold a candle to William Kennedy, which is why I choose William Kennedy.
You know, when you talk about William Kennedy versus Wade War, I'm going to go with Wade War. You know, I think he's got this in the bag 100%. You know, for a big dude like he is, he's strangely agile. Like, he can move at a fast pace, and people don't realize it. So I feel like everyone with a brain is going to go with Mr. Wade War. And make sure that you all tune in to Full Throttle soon, because I am finally going to end out.
I think we're just going to ignore that, but ladies and gentlemen, looks like the predictions are in, and it is a 50-50 split between the NGW roster, so it's going to be an all-out war in our One Night Mayhem match. But before we get here, we had some words from William Kennedy before the match. We were trying to get Wade War, but he had a big do not disturb sign that was carved out of stone, so we didn't want to bother him. But here's what William Kennedy had to say about his upcoming match.
Oh, Wade War. You call this Defy the God challenge, right? Well, Wade, the challenge is accepted. You see, I've already defied the odds once against you. The last time we stepped into the ring back in NWF, I beat you. 1, 2, 3. A roll-up, sure. But at the end of the day, the record doesn't lie. The scoreboard reads, William Kennedy 1, Wade War 0. But this time, I'm not leaving anything up to chance. I'm not looking for another roll-up. I'm not looking for another shortcut. I'm looking to make a statement, because when I made my singles debut here in NGW, they could have given me a softball, an easy opponent, an easier road. It could have been what it was, but I didn't come here looking for an easy pathway. I took the toughest option available, and now I chose the undefeated man, the man who prides himself on beating up on lesser competition in NGW nonetheless. You, Wade War. You want to challenge me? You want to see if I can defy the God, which is you? Well, Wade, this time I'm going to make it definite. There will be no excuses, no questions, no room for you to come back, because this isn't God of War. This isn't some game. This isn't going to be a wrestling match. This is going to be a dogfight, and I'll be damned if I let you pin me. You can hit me, you can hurt me, you can beat me down until you think I've got nothing left. You've even left me in a chokehold, had me bloody. You've left me in pain, bruises, things that I've had to overcome, trials and tribulations, but I've learned something about me. The last time we fought, I keep getting back up. And when I get back up, I'm coming right back at you, because I'm not just fighting to win, Wade. I'm fighting for what's right. Standing up for my right. So at NGW, you wanted someone to defy the God, right? Well, you've got him. And this time, Wade War, I'm putting your shoulders to the mat. 1, 2, 3. And when that bell rings, the record won't be 1-0 anymore. It's going to be 2-0. And this time, Wade, there won't be a damn thing you can do about it. So, Wade, right after I get through you, I'm just going to make my official call out. I want Crom, the machine. Yeah, I'm not taking shortcuts here. I'm taking the toughest challenges. And if it won't happen here, I'll make it happen somewhere else. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time for talk is over. Now is the time for action, and here comes the real deal, making his debut to NGW. Now, William Kennedy has traveled all across the globe and has won numerous titles in numerous promotions and facing some of the very best to do it in the squared circle, along the likes of the Comeback Kid X, Cameron Witt, Carter Young, Andrew Kaz. The list goes on, and especially Wade War. Back in the NWF, he was able to somehow, some way, get a roll-up victory against Wade War, but was immediately pummeled afterward. And it was pretty quiet between the two since then. But after Ignition episode number 4, we knew that William Kennedy is back for blood against Wade War to try to get a decisive victory. And we heard in that pre-match promo, William Kennedy calling his shot to the NGW World Heavyweight Champion if he were to win here tonight. So let's see what William Kennedy has got in store. Yes, man, the boos are just showering down on William Kennedy right now. I mean, you gotta think the brash and the arrogance of a newcomer, I guess, not really well received by the crowd, but let's see what William Kennedy can do against the god of Asgard. Now, Wade Ward's definitely got a chip on his shoulder against William Kennedy, but like the ring announcer just said, he is 2-0 in the Defy the God challenge thus far, beating, you could say, his metaphorical son, Chris Sinister, in One Night Mayhem a few months back, and then just, whew, man, that was a rough one to watch against the Hornet on Ignition Episode 4. But now probably his biggest challenge and his biggest adversary thus far, metaphorically and physically, in the form of the real deal, William Kennedy. What the hell is Wade doing? Is he going to set the post? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, one thing's for certain, William Kennedy better be ready for the fight of his life, because Wade Ward looks determined for a fight. And this is not just a fight, it's a Warzone Rules Match, as the crowd is fired up and ready to go for this One Night Mayhem matchup. William Kennedy, Wade Ward. And the referee rings the bell and the match is underway as both men slowly walking towards the center of the ring. Looks like we may get a stare down between the two giants. Oh my goodness, look at the size of these guys. My goodness gracious. As now a collar elbow tie-up between the two. Both men trying to jockey for position, trying to, a clean break between the two. Neither man able to get the edge. Is now back to the collar elbow tie-up. Who's going to gain control between the two? Is another break as both men screaming at each other to bring it. Is now back to the collar elbow tie-up for a third time. His third time the charm between the two. And oh, wait a minute. It looks like the youngster, William Kennedy, able to grab the advantage and shove him into the corner. And just taunting. The fans are not liking that one bit. Back to the collar elbow tie-up they go, and looks like now the God's going to shove William Kennedy into the opposite corner. Looks like we're going to go for a break, even though this is a Warzone Rules match. And Wade Ward now just yelling at William Kennedy. Looks like William was a little bit frazzled by that, by Wade Ward. Wade's telling him to get in the middle of the ring, and oh my goodness gracious, what is when he spit on him? He spit on him as, oh my goodness, an uppercut by William Kennedy. I don't know if that was a good idea by William. His Wade Ward just screaming in his face as, oh my goodness, combination of stomps and kicks. Goes for a clothesline, but Wade Ward stays on his feet. And Wade just laughing at William Kennedy is now, what's Kennedy going for? Off the ropes, goes for a shoulder tackle, but bounces off the God. My goodness. And Wade just screaming at William to try one more time. And Williams looks like he's very fed up with that. Is off the ropes, goes William. Oh my God, what a shoulder tackle by the God. Oh my goodness. And William Kennedy was just absolutely rattled there. And what is Wade going for? Grabbing him by the back of the neck. And oh my God, what a clubbing strike right to the chest. As what is Wade going for? Back suplex. Look, oh my God. Just throwing him halfway across the ring. Oh my God. And William Kennedy forced to roll to the outside into the apron. And what is Wade Ward thinking? Grabbing him. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. More clubbing blows right to the chest of William Kennedy. Just beating the ever-living piss out of him with these clubbing blows. My goodness. Those are like frying pans right to the chest. And oh my goodness. And William Kennedy falls to the outside. And Wade Ward now soaking up the crowd. My goodness. What a heck of a start to this matchup as William Kennedy slowly getting back up to his feet. What is Wade Ward got in mind? Going to the outside. Wait a minute, could be looking for that apron power bomb. Wade Ward lifting him up. Could he hit it? But oh, wait a minute, William Kennedy with a few right hands right to the top of the dome of Wade Ward, screaming at him. What is William Kennedy got in mind? Wait a minute, Wade Ward pops him up, but oh my God, apron power bomb. My goodness. Wade Ward showing that strength, lifting up the big man. I mean, William is not a small guy whatsoever. Standing at 6'10", that man is not short by any means necessary, but the God makes him look very small as Wade Ward going underneath the ring. And it looks like he has grabbed himself a chair, as this is Warzone Rules, and Wade calling William to get back up to his feet. What is Wade Ward? Gun mine is a huge chair shot right to the head. And oh, wait a minute, you can see some blood coming from underneath that bandana, or headband, excuse me, as Wade Ward puts down the chair, calling for William to get back up to his feet, as the referee taking the chair and putting it on the outside, as William Kennedy getting back up in the corner. What is Wade Ward thinking about doing? talking to William Kennedy is, oh my goodness gracious, multiple clubbing blows right to the head, and oh my goodness gracious, the absolute pounding. Oh my goodness, he is busting him open. Oh my God, someone's got to get in there as Wade War's just pummeling William Kennedy with these right hands. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God. William Kennedy has just been beat to a, oh my God, and Wade just smearing William's blood all over his chest. And oh, he's choking him now, and oh my goodness. I think he's already had enough, my God. You can count to 1,000,000 after that one. As Wade was, he got mine. Was he got mine, lifting him up. Wade Warren, oh my goodness, and a buckle bomb in the corner. That has to be as Wade Warren into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, and William just barely getting the shoulder up at 2. And Wade Moore, oh wait a minute, I think Wade knows it's time. As he goes in the corner, maybe looking for that spear. Wade Moore sizing him up, and oh wait a minute, William able to get a sense of urgency. It's, oh my goodness, huge boot by William Kennedy. Supreme boot right to Wade Moore. William may have a chance against Wade Moore. I don't even know how the hell he's back in it. And now, sizing up Wade Moore in the corner. Discus Supreme boot by William Kennedy. William has a chance against Wade Moore. Come on, William. The crowd now finally starting to rally behind William Kennedy. William Kennedy going to the corner. Can the rookie do it? Calling Wade Moore to get up to his feet. William Kennedy looking for a spear of his own, and he hits it. He hits it into the cover. The count on Wade Moore. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Wade Moore out at 2. It's just not enough to put away the God, as William Kennedy has no idea how the hell Wade Moore was able to kick out of it. But I mean, to be fair, William really hasn't done much to him in this match. But wait a minute, William Kennedy, what's he going for? Wait a minute, look at that tombstone. Look at that tombstone that no one's kicked out of. But wait a minute, Wade sides off the back. No one's ever gotten out of that before. Wade Moore picking up William Kennedy, and there's the God bomb. Oh my God. Wade Moore has just put an absolute beating on William Kennedy. He's not going for the cover. What has Wade Moore got in mind? Sizing up William Kennedy. Wait a minute, into a camel clutch. Into a camel clutch goes William Kennedy. Wade Moore cinching it tight, just stretching the absolute life out of William Kennedy. And William just fighting, begging, pleading to get out of this. But Wade Moore has cinched in that camel clutch. There's no rope break, so William Kennedy has nowhere to go as the blood just dripping off of Wade Moore's gauntlets, dripping off the forehead of William Kennedy. William is fighting for his life against Wade Moore in this camel clutch. Nowhere to go. William is just in a panic right now as Wade Moore sitting down in this camel clutch. Nowhere for William to go. William fighting, pleading with Wade Moore. Wade is just not letting go of the stretch mark floor. Wait a minute, William's fading. Wait, William is out. And that is all she wrote. An absolute beating by Wade Moore, and he has just shut down William Kennedy. Oh my goodness, as William rolled to the outside, and oh my God, Wade Moore has now stamped another name into the book in the Defy the God challenge and has made a statement here tonight. Well, William Kennedy, I guess welcome to NGW. But my goodness gracious, Wade Moore is victorious at NGW One Night Mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Johnny B. Johnson, and thank you for tuning in to NGW One Night Mayhem. Whoa, wait a minute, lights are out. Oh my goodness. There's no way, oh my God! The one and lonely Chase Albright is in NGW! What the hell is Chase Albright doing in Next Generation Wrestling? And what does he want with the God of Warzone, the God of Asgard, Wade Moore? Wade Moore is just absolutely shocked I don't think he even has any idea as to why Chase Albright is here. But the one and lonely Chase Albright making his way down to the ring and staring down the god of Asgard. My goodness gracious.
It's been a long time coming, Wade. For the past few years, our paths in this business have run parallel for far too long without crossing. Every city, every promotion, every whispered comparison, every reminder that eventually we'd have to stand across from one another. And for a moment, I almost convinced myself the day would never come. But I don't waste my life drowning in thoughts. Thoughts rot. They decay. They become regrets. So I did what I always do. I reached into fate with my own two hands, and I forced this outcome into existence. And now, here we are.
What is it that you desire, Mr. Albright?
Wade, what I desire has never mattered. What matters is ripping apart the precedent you've convinced these people to worship. After all this time, after every beating you survived, after staring up at the arena lights night after night across the world, now you want these people to believe you're standing at the top of the mountain? Now every man who comes after you has to climb your lie. They have to defy the God. Tell me, Wade, do you really want this carefully manufactured fantasy of yours to become the defining moment of your career? Because I don't.
I do not dwell on my past unless it's deemed to be necessary. But rather, the actions I commit now and the promises I inscribe in the masses is what truly matters. Take William as a prime example. He was finally showing the reality that he forced himself into, as I had promised him. And now look at me, his blood on my hands. So, Albert, I will ask again, what is it that you truly desire? Because if it's doubt about my abilities that's led you to this moment, just remember who came before you.
It's as simple as this, Wade. I want to kill this fantasy before it has the chance to breathe. And coincidentally enough, the folks of Next Generation Wrestling have handed me a one-match contract. Anytime, anywhere. A gift, an opportunity, a loaded gun sitting on the table, begging to be picked up. And it just so happens that the next episode of Ignition is taking place in a city very dear to me. So let's stop pretending destiny needs permission. I'm laying out the challenge. Thursday night, Ignition, episode 5. The one and lonely versus the god of Asgard. One-on-one, Warzone Rules, Detroit, Michigan. Come prove your myth survives contact with something real.
So you get destroyed. You wish to step into my war zone and challenge God himself. A God who was to put down his own son. A God who was planted a man's face in flame. Who is absolutely decimated. A common doubter quite like yourself to a bloody pulp. And your goal is to do battle with this God in your own hometown. In front of your friends, family, and everyone who has ever loved you in your life. Even if it means permanent damage to yourself and your livelihood. Good luck.
Well, it looks like the match is official. The God of Asgard, Wade War, versus the one and lonely Chase Albright in a Warzone Rules match on the next episode of Thursday Night Ignition in Detroit, Michigan. But ladies and gentlemen, from the Next Gen Warehouse in Virginia Beach, Virginia, I'm Johnny B. Johnson. We'll see you next time on NGW.